Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the GamezPub podcast. Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Dakota the Orange. I'm here with Jack, and we have two new members of the Games Pub joining us on this podcast today.
Adzone, you first.
What do you expect me to say? Um,
Or as
Nice.
everybody else knows him, Adam by
well,
default.
that's me. Hello.
Roman, your turn.
Hi. What? I don't
This
know.
is Slack,
guys.
This is
Good
Slack.
job.
Good
Hey,
job.
it's a better introduction than we did on our first times.
Yeah, we were horrible. we were.
Hey guys, I'm Blood Rose, and I.
Hey guys, let's have a photo TV here.
Alright, guys. So these are the two new members of the GamezPub. They're going to be joining us on our future adventures and fun, thrilling
Wait, isn't
times.
Adzone? I thought Adzone
Yes.
wasn't that new.
He's never been on one though.
Ah,
I've never been in this world.
that's sad.
In this world of
Yeah,
adventures.
Feel
And-
sorry for you.
And something I must apologize
really.
for. I'm using a temporary mic. It'll be fixed soon.
Your mic doesn't sound like shit. Don't worry.
it's cool.
Anyway,
You're like that white girl who's really insecure about her looks.
whoa,
No,
let's
her
not-
selfies. Her selfies have to be the perfect angle, the perfect duck face, and the perfect clothes. And she has to have the fucking caramel macchiato in her hands.
Stop.
Well, you do spend a lot of time at Starbucks. So
Oh my god.
Quite a bit of that. Okay, enough insulting Jack. We have about an hour to go, and we have to space that out. We can't just have it in one chunk. Okay?
So, docking, eh? No.
Oh,
Let's
I should
not-
probably turn my fan off. Hold on
We're
a
not
second.
like
going
subject
into that,
matters.
but... Alright.
Sorry about that.
I'm sure
Alright,
you have
so-
some topics.
we're
It's so
gonna have
loud
a-
in my room.
We're gonna have a topic, and Dakota's gonna be telling us, and we're just gonna
Brilliant.
discuss.
Alright. So, first topic, this is sort of like an in general thing. I know that me and Jack have jobs at, like, fast food places.
Mine's not fast food, but alright.
I don't care.
Kebab. You can eat a kebab pretty fast.
So good stuff.
But it's not a fast food anyway.
Shut up. So, not 100% sure about Roman and Adzone here, but,
Well, I have a job, but
yeah.
I won't go into that.
I'm
Well, just
currently
go ahead and
unemployed.
share the stories of the worst things that have happened in jobs related to anything. Between our managers, the customers, anything. Roman, I'm not 100% sure about you, but you can just
Yeah, I'm
share your
currently
worst.
unemployed.
You can just share
I-
your worst fast food experience.
I live in a small ass town, so there's gonna be every owner. Well, they've got a pole barn right next to my house, but the guy that owns that, he's owned most of the businesses in my town, and 95% of them have been burned down. No clue
Holy
why.
crap.
Nobody knows why, but he's been called out to be an arsonist, and he's being investigated. And I think
What
I
a
do
joyful
believe-
subject.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, ain't he?
He sounds like
He
Brilliant
owned the
fellow.
he owned the gas station near my house, and that had a fire in it too, in the kitchen when no one was working.
Jeez.
So yeah. How about you,
This is
Adzone?
what happens when
Oh, I've had a lot of experiences. Mostly it's just with customer service, because I work in this water park. So you get a lot of people ordering ice creams, and we have a lot of ice creams.
A lot of ice cream.
And you occasionally, yeah, you occasionally get this one person who comes up and expects you to read your mind.
Right.
So they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Oh, I want an ice cream, please." And you're like, "Okay, which one?" And they'll look at you like, "Bitch, you serious?" Literally.
It's not like I'm
they'll-
wearing a shirt that says pistachios, pistachio green pants, or anything.
Oh no, they expect you to know, their preferences when it comes to ice cream. They like roll their eyes at you. That has happened to me before.
Yeah,
It's
that's happened to me
ridiculous,
too.
and it pisses me
People
off.
are assholes when it comes to ice cream. Alright.
I've had people try
Just
to,
ice
like,
cream.
well, considering I live in a small town, I've had a lot of people try to guess what I'm gonna eat at a restaurant. Like, like the, uh, like the waitress will come up to me and say, "All right, so hamburger and cheese balls for you, and what do you guys want?" And it's like, no. What if I want something different? Don't.
I mean,
Don't
I don't
always
want
assume.
something different, but it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah. It's like, don't always assume.
All right.
Anyway, go on with your ice cream
All right. So,
telekinesis.
are you? Is that pretty much like like a general summary?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different types of people that end up coming to
All right.
my workplace.
The water park.
It's quite fascinating.
Is that like the only water park in all of England?
Basically, yeah. I mean, you don't get many.
No,
Because it's always
think about it,
raining,
in
so it's like
England.
England is a constant water park. If that
Yeah.
makes any
Yeah.
sense. I mean,
Why go
rain's a
and pay
constant
for it
thing.
when it's all pretty much
When you've got
happening
sidewalks that are
75% of the
flooded.
year?
Who needs a slip and slide when you've got cement? Yeah.
uh,
All right.
man.
So
What about you,
here's
Jazz?
my
interesting.
story.
Oh, yeah, that.
I'm sure
So,
yours
of
will be
course-
much more extravagant than mine.
I work at a Brahms. For those of you who don't know, it is an ice cream, a
Fucking love Brahms.
burger, and a marketplace. Okay.
You know what's really funny? He
Right.
wouldn't tell me where he worked, and after I finally figured it out, now he's super open about it.
Yeah.
I went to a Brahms in Amarillo, Texas, and I don't remember what I ordered. It was really good, though.
Well, I was that day I happened to be working Fountain, and my least favorite manager, her name is Deandra,
Oh,
was working there.
More like
Deandra,
Daedra.
whoa, that's a
oh boy.
Yeah.
name.
Okay. I had to work Fountain, which is making all the ice creams alone.
Oh, I
None
see.
of the
Not
runners
ice
would
cream
help
runner.
me, and the guy on 2, after he got done with his customers, would go and wash his hands after every single time. And as I'm sitting there making 7 shakes, he would just sit there at the sink, washing his hands and smiling at me. Little piece of
Just
shit.
to piss you off.
Just to piss me off. That was his entire goal, was just to piss me off. And Deandra gets in my face and starts screaming at me because I'm not getting these shakes out fast enough. And then I look at her, I take a step back, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm doing the work of 10. How about you give me some fucking help?" And then the entire restaurant goes quiet. And then she looks at me and goes, "What do you mean you're doing this on your own?" I'm like, "Bitch, you not been paying attention for the last, I don't know, hour? I have been doing this shit alone. There's been no one else, just me." And she goes, "Well,"
And everyone else is just
Give
at the
me a sec.
sink, cleaning their hands, listening to this.
and
Yeah, it's like
"Oh,
it's every
here,
table
let me
has
help
a has a.
well, let me help you out with this." I'm like, "Bitch, where were you an hour ago? You know, when there was like 20 people in line and all they wanted were shakes. What the fuck is your deal?"
It's like someone goes to the drive-through. Hi, or they've got like a fucking party bus. Hi, I'd like to order about 30 shakes. Give me a
That's
minute.
happened
Let me
before.
ask everyone.
Don't even joke about that. That's
Really?
happened.
Really?
That has
Oh my
happened on my
God.
shift.
That doesn't happen around here, dude. That's
I cried.
Fucking...
He cried
cried.
so hard.
I cried. I'm not even lying. Like when that party bus came through and I saw on the screen for drive-through,
Oh my-
and I saw 30 chocolate shakes, I cried. I cried. I could not help it.
No, that happens to me
Dude,
because well, it used to happen to me because I didn't used to. Do you have like? Okay, this is gonna be really weird. Do you have what kind of ice creams do you have in America? I just want to.
Oh, we have
get this over and done
frozen
with.
yogurts,
Just
and
we're on
then
the
we
same
have
page.
We have
Frozen.
Like your
We
basic
we have
chocolate,
all of
vanilla,
the we have all
moose
the ice
tracks.
cream.
Yeah, we got
yeah,
everything.
we literally have all of the ice cream.
Oh,
And
okay.
Bronx-
You ever heard of
a
a state
mix-
called Wisconsin?
We have at least 30 flavors on stock at a time. At least 30 flavors. At least at Bronx.
Oh my
You've heard of Dairy Queen, correct?
god. Oh my
Yeah, Dairy Queen.
god. My nose just exploded. But anyway, yeah. Basically, have you ever heard of a Mr. Whippie before?
Mr. Whippie?
The fuck's a
I can't
Whippie?
imagine how weird this sounds to you right now.
Mr. Whippie. That sounds like a
You know what that
BDSM
is,
film.
Oh my God, no!
What?
Why would you say
It
that?
does.
That went downhill fast.
What?
Why
It
would you say that?
does. I'm sorry.
That's
That's what it
ruined my
sounds
job
like.
now. Thanks.
Oh, you work at a Mr. Whippie? I feel sorry
No, I
for you.
don't. But we serve them there.
Oh.
It's a brand of ice cream.
Yeah.
Is your jingle just a whip crack?
I don't know what you call them there. I don't even know if you have them.
We have
It's a
flurries,
very
we have
British thing.
I was about to say swirlies, but no. We have flurries, we have
Twists, we have
yeah,
cones.
McTwists, we have cones,
Cones.
we have Master
Yeah,
Blasts.
that's it. Where it's like the
Yeah.
twirly ice cream out the machine.
You're thinking
There's
frozen
the
yogurt then.
No.
Yeah.
No, we
All right,
have-
I'm just
no,
gonna
we have-
settle with
oh,
frozen
you-
yogurt.
Soft
alright, 'cause
serve.
It's gonna go forever.
Yeah, soft serve. You have soft serve
Okay.
ice cream over there, right?
So
Yeah.
obviously it's to serve a Mr. Whippie in the
You guys sound
in the UK.
confused.
Yeah. It
That sounds
takes
confused, and he's the one talking
I'm
about
just
it.
gonna Google this.
I know,
If I
you're
get
making me
anything
confused.
that involves, okay,
Mr. Whippies.
okay.
Anything of yeah, but it takes a lot of effort to make one of these. So every time someone were to order one, and they're very common for someone to order them as well because they're quite cheap, I'd basically just cry because I couldn't do it. Inside,
fuck?
obviously.
Do you guys have the vans, Mr. Whippie? Wait, that looks like it's in the U.S. Hold on.
Oh yeah, we have Mr. Whippie vans. Do you know what? Now I come to
Mr.
think about
Whippie.
it.
I
Mr.
have.
Whippie is
Wait,
quite a
what happened
strange-
to the topic at hand?
Yeah, we got distracted because
Yeah,
of Mr. Whippy.
This happens on yeah.
All right, Jack, what's your story about
fuck?
your
What is
shit
that?
work experience?
There's like a thing inside of it, like a chocolate stick or
You
a
know,
twig.
in all honesty, I really.
That's good.
Seriously, it's like there's,
my God,
there's
you don't
just
understand
a twig
how
protruding out of it.
You don't understand how funny this is. You really don't.
We
Because
don't have these. We
you
have the vans,
haven't,
but
uh,
I've never seen
you
these
haven't
before.
a clue. You haven't the foggiest, do you?
No, what is that? Is that cinnamon?
It's a flake. It's like a
The fuck's a
flaky
flake?
chocolate bar. It's nice. If you ever come to England, you're gonna have to have one. It's like a tradition. If you go to any seaside town.
Like,
Anyway,
Oh, God, that-
We have Adzone's Mr. Whippies. We have Roman's Arsonist. I have my
Google search
scream in the
Mr. Whippie
face.
van.
What about you, Jack?
Oh.
What do you have?
in
oh,
work,
I'll have to say
Work,
something after
yes.
Jack.
I don't think I have a bad experience.
Then tell us
Really?
about experience about when you were a customer.
Oh come on, there must be one.
Yeah, there
Uh,
has to be one.
No,
What?
You've
you
always had
serious?
good experiences
Never
at
had bad
restaurants.
the customers are always like regulars, so they're like no fighting, always talking and having fun with the manager.
What about your experience?
Your customer experience. Like when
Dude,
you
my-
go someplace.
My dad would give me like my worst experience somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the original Del Taco.
Oh my! No, you
Here's
didn't.
your-
Oh,
Yes, I
no.
did. We took
I've
a
heard
road
stories
trip.
about
It's not good. It's not. I shit myself for a week, and that is probably the worst experience I have. I honestly don't have bad food experiences. We go to family-owned restaurants, and usually there are no problems.
We actually almost stopped at Casa Bonita.
Oh god.
No, don't.
Legitimately, we were driving through, and we almost stopped at Casa Bonita.
Aren't you glad you didn't?
Yes, 100%. That was before the video had come out, though. That was way before the video had come out.
Wait, what's this video you're on about?
I'll link you to it. It's
Don't link him for the sake of everyone in the audience. Why don't you just like summarize it or something?
Please. Yes.
well, essentially, Casa Bonita is probably one of the worst restaurants you will ever go to in your life.
Right.
And I don't know how. It's. Think of like.
But in
think
all
of the
honesty,
Alamo and a really bad taco mixed together.
Ooh. I mean, I've only had tacos like twice in my whole life. But they were both nice. I must admit.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was
Got me
about to
talking with
say.
a-
Is he?
Are you mainland British or coast British?
I'm coast British. I
Okay,
live
yeah,
on the
that.
coast.
Are you mainland or coast?
He may not have issues with things like that because I've heard British people like when they have tacos, they're fine with it. You know,
Yeah, like you saw
They're
the
nice.
video about it on there.
on the
Like
creatures.
yeah, like
Yeah,
Dex had no fucking problem with it.
yeah, British people seem to be fine with it, but
Well, you have a British person right here, so
Yeah, why don't we ask Edson and not
Ask
talk about it
me.
like it's not here?
I feel
Well,
isolated.
I have kind of a customer experience. I feel
really?
I feel bad.
Go
Like
for it.
my friend Thad, Iowa, really kind of hillbilly name, Thaddeus. He works at a McDonald's in the city. We were going to the capital of Des Moines for a state basketball thing. And on our way back, we stopped at his McDonald's in the city that we had to pass through. And so, think of an entire small town school, maybe 400, 350 people. There were only 9 people that stayed back, and he was one of them, and he stayed he had to work. So
Okay.
think of 393 people stopping at a single McDonald's at once,
jeez.
and he was working grill.
I'd cry. I'd quit. No, I take that back. I'd quit.
I talked to him the next day, and he's like, "You fucks, just what the fuck? Why would you come here of all places?"
I'd quit. No, I would quit right there. The moment I saw the bus pull into the lot, I would
There
be
were
done.
there were 3 buses.
The moment I saw the
4
second
buses.
bus pull in, I'd quit. That's it. No more. Game over.
I ordered.
GG.
I think I ordered 3 McChickens, one for me, one for my friend, and one for my girlfriend, of the time, and
Of the time.
3 large sodas. Yeah, at the time. We're broke up now. 3 large sodas and a couple fries, and I saw him in the back there. He just had his hands on his head, and he was just shaking his head. I felt so
He
bad
was
for him.
so fucking done.
Yeah. Oh man, that was ridiculous though. We stopped at another one halfway down there. No, we stopped at Taco John's the day before when we went up there. And everybody in there stopped and turned and looked at the 4 buses. And I saw 3 employees walk out before we actually got there.
Yeah, because they quit. You think they're
Oh.
gonna put up with that shit? Fuck no.
Well, when we got in there, 6 people. You know how they've got those giant ass boxes of tacos?
Yeah.
Like they ordered. There were 6 people that ordered 3 of them at a time. And after, I saw another guy just walk out. Like I heard yelling in the back, and he walked out. So that's. I don't know how to describe it. It was the funniest thing and the saddest thing at the same time. I feel bad for all the people that fucking had to do that, but it was ridiculous.
Word of advice: if you ever are in charge of like a trip, please, for the love of God, call whatever restaurant you want to stop at in advance and let them know you are coming. Because if they see 2, 3, 4 buses pull into the lot, there will be employees quitting. And that will be it. You
How
will get
did-
fucked.
How to destroy a business in one day.
Pull 5 buses into the lot. Don't even have to have people in them. Just 5 buses.
4 people
Everyone
walk out.
walks out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
That same trip, my friend bought 3 2-liters and 2 boxes of Nutty Bars at a gas station for under $5 actually.
He'd either have to piss real bad afterwards, or he'd be real constipated.
He drank one of them on the way back and then gave me the other one. It was a full one, and I drank that when I got home.
See.
But he
I'm
did eat
completely
both
lost right
boxes
now.
of Nutty Bars. Oh yeah, I'm
Basically,
sorry. This is
Bad
this is kinda hard
experiences.
for ads.
This is. I have no idea what any of you are talking about. I'm sorry.
Anyway, let's move on to our next topic.
All right.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
This is basically
No more
gonna be the
nutty bars.
worst. Basically.
No, I'm excited. I'm hyped for this. Let's move on to the new
Let's hype
question.
it up, guys.
What is the worst relationship you've been in, and why
Oh,
was it
fuck.
bad?
Oh, fuck.
I could tell stories about Jax.
Yeah, I know all Jax. Jax is like.
Hey,
Oh,
let's
I
go
know
with
all Jax because I've
let's-
solved half of
Let's
Jax.
go with Snapples first.
Wait, what?
Snapple.
Edzone, let's
What did
let's
you
hear
say?
yours.
Your name is Snapple.
Yeah.
Let's
hear
go with
mine.
Romans first.
All right, let's
No.
hear Roman.
Roman.
Come on, Roman.
Roman.
Come on, Roman.
No,
You know, I
this
thought
is
this
the
was
one.
gonna be an
no,
easy one.
this is the one that. No, I can't.
Roman,
talk
it's
about
already
this
on
one.
my YouTube channel.
I know, but there's a sadder part to this.
You don't have to
We
bring
have,
up
like,
the
a
sad
skip
part.
button.
Like the sad part, you just have to like
Okay.
you could just summarize it.
Bro, I have the same case scenario of what you're about to say already done. That's not even my worst one, so don't worry.
Okay, well, essentially, I found like the perfect girl for me, and
No, no,
we were
no.
talking.
Full on
Yeah,
describe.
she was like all that you could ask for: smart, funny, cute, nice body, I guess, for the time, and
The time?
What happened?
like she was awesome.
Okay.
No. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Still wondering about the
but
time
like
thing,
we
but
were
Don't worry about it. Just let him continue.
we talked for about a month or so, and when we started dating, like not even a full 7 days, 5 days into our relationship, she went lesbian and left me for what I thought was just like one of her better friends. And like, it was, I felt torn. We still talked for a little bit after that, but yeah, then we're getting into the sadder part. But yeah, 5 days, 5 fucking days. Were
I'm
Okay.
not quite sure what to say, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I just have a question. What do you mean at the time? Did she get ugly?
yeah.
No,
Like, did she get
I
fat?
don't understand. Yeah, what
No, I
happened
mean,
within
like,
this
for
5
a-
days?
for
You said.
You have to explain this.
no, like I meant for like for the age and time that
Oh, okay.
like
Oh, right.
yeah.
How old were you?
Not
this
like she
point?
got fucking. Wait, here, you can guess.
Well, I don't want to guess. I might
Yo,
get it wrong.
Let's not tell our ages on this.
No,
I'm
that's a
40.
good idea.
I'm 20 years
You're
old.
40.
I'm 72.
Yeah, I'm 40. Yeah.
Guys, I'm
I'd assume
72.
Adzon's 35.
Yeah. Secretly.
Guys, I'm 72.
Secretly.
I knew
I'd
it.
sound
I'm like 6, but I sound like 30 for a
Anyway,
6-year-old.
let's continue on.
Yeah, how about you?
Adzone.
How about you, Adzone? Since you're the newbie here.
What do you mean he's the
Uh,
newbie here? You're the newbie here.
Well, we're both
Yeah.
newbies. I mean, like we're going newbie to newbie.
Oh,
That sounds bad.
It's your first time.
Can I call a friend? I don't know. What's the
You
skip
call a friend?
procedure for this?
Just tell us about your worst relationship.
It's like he's never had one.
Your
I have.
dumbest one.
Yeah.
Dumb it. Oh.
Like one that you're kind
Did
of
it
like,
just like
wow.
end terribly? Was it just bullshit? Was
Okay,
the
this is
girl a
gonna
complete
take a while.
psychopath?
this-
What?
There was a whole story.
I get
Basically,
myself inclined.
there,
I have a wooden chair I can.
Time to
there
kick
was
back.
there was this one girl who went out with quite a lot of our friends, and despite that, we all went out with her. Alright. So that was a stupid one. As much as she's, we're still friends now, and as much as she is nice,
Is she a
um,
player?
some can argue that. I wouldn't say that personally, but
She's a
some have said
player.
that in the past.
What? Wow.
What the
Alright,
hell happened
back
there? You
on
sounded
topic.
like you were in the
About your
Matrix.
player. You were talking about
Technical
your player
difficulties.
girlfriend, Adam.
Yeah, technical difficulties. You could say that. You completely glitched out.
So was that
Alright.
it for you, Adzone?
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm not sure what else to say.
Alright.
Wow. Dakota's next.
I
heard,
guess I
full
am
story
next. Alright.
after, like an hour of it. All right.
So, this story has multiple parts to it, okay?
Okay.
So, I started going out with this girl my freshman year of high school. Freshman year.
Okay.
And we get along, the relationship's going great, okay? We end up having to break up because she is moving to, Mississippi.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. You know, I was heartbroken, and apparently she has spent a week in her room, not even leaving her room to eat or use the bathroom.
Ooh.
Does
Yeah.
she just like have a mini fridge and a bottle or something?
No, apparently
Oh,
her
cup.
dad was like bringing her in food. I don't know what she did for a bathroom. I didn't ask.
Yeah, I think that was probably
But-
the safest idea.
But I went to go pick up my schedule at the beginning of my sophomore year. And who do I see walk up but
Oh,
her? And it was a little awkward for a little bit. But eventually we started to go back out. And then,
The Fire
This
Nation
guy.
attacked.
yes, the Fire Nation basically attacked. Alright, then this guy named Lance. Lance is important to this story, remember him.
Oh my god.
I'm remembering
So that
Lance.
sounds like such
Lance
a tool.
shows up. Lance is a tool. Very much so. So,
Sorry.
Lance shows up, and he's a good friend of one of my girlfriend's other friends. Notice how I'm not using her name, but I have no problem using Lance's.
Because Lance is a prick.
Lance is a prick.
Do you know
So-
a lance is a Final Fantasy weapon, apparently?
I'm not going to question that, but eventually she starts getting more and more distant from me. And this all comes to a climax the day before Christmas break. I had gone out and I had used my money. This was before I had a job. And I used my money to go out and buy her a gift. I bought her One Direction little
Aw.
figurines, fucking One Direction figurines. The
It was all
woman
about
at
Zane's breakup.
the woman at Walgreens gave me the fucking bitchiest look when I walked
can
up to the
imagine.
register with them. She just looked at me with that look of "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
It's for my girlfriend.
She
That's all you had to say.
I could have said that, and then she would have come back with, "That's what they all say," and then I would have had to fight her with her Walgreens, and I'm not game for that. But
You don't.
You've really thought this out, haven't you?
yes,
I'd fight someone in Walgreens. I don't give a shit.
fuck Walgreens, you know. But eventually, I gave her these gifts. You know, I gave her these One Direction dolls and this necklace. She gives me a thing of, you know, like play jewelry, and then a
Play-Doh.
Tigger doll. That's a joke that I'm not going to go into, but it's a Tigger doll, okay? And then she goes to go sit and talk with Lance. You know, I'm a little pissed off. Yeah, you could say that I was pissed off at the time. So I walked up and I left. At lunch, she sat with me, and I thought everything was fine. You know, everything had finally leveled out. And then the end of school comes, and I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting for the city bus, and she walks over to me with her friend Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a cunt to no fucking ends.
There's too
But I'm
many
not
characters in
into it.
this story. I'm getting confused.
Don't get
First it's
confused.
Lance.
This reminds me of my
Lance-
story with
Lance is gonna get involved again. Give it a
Lance
second.
is like my
And
Return of Lance.
the bus shows up. I get on the bus. She begins to walk away. She pulls out her phone. Lance pulls up in his truck, and she gets into the truck.
fucking prick.
And I received a text message about 20 seconds later. She broke up with me, and she said, "I'm not picking Lance over you," in which I immediately called bullshit. I was very, very, very pissed off at the time. And then
I can
eventually, her and Lance broke up, and she immediately came to me and was like, "Will you take me back?"
Wait a
And I
second.
immediate-
Wasn't Lance cheating on her?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure which one is which here, but
What?
I'll get to that. But she goes, "Will you take me back?" And I said, "I don't know if you cheated on me or if Lance influenced you or whatever, but the point of the story is I'm not taking you back." So, she's hurt, but then she goes back with Lance anyway. She fucking goes back to him anyway. So they break up for the second time, and I get a text message from one of my friends that goes, "Did you see what Lance posted on Facebook?" And I
Oh,
go,
good
"No,
old
I don't.
Facebook.
I don't." Well, basically, what happens is Lance says he's all heartbroken about this breakup and everything, and he's talking to his parents and made him feel better. And then he proceeded to say how much of an abusive asshole I was, and that if my girlfriend wanted to be with me, that she would just be with an abuser. And I'm just like, "Oh, you want to see an abuser? I'll find you. I'll show you what abuse really is." I know I may not look like the big. I'm not a big guy. I'm a scrawny guy, but I don't care. I would fucking throw his ass into traffic. I was so pissed at this point. So I wasn't sure who I was more mad at. The fact that Lance is talking shit over Facebook, or the fact that she broke up with me over text after getting in his truck. So eventually I just said, "Fuck both of them." And then I slashed Lance tires. And that's the end of my story.
Shit, dude,
Holy-
your Lance, your
That
girlfriend
escalated
reminds me
quickly.
of a guy from, well, it reminds me of a guy from my area. Dated this girl, I'll say her name, Desi. Biggest fucking cunt you'll ever meet.
I have a
Dated
couple
her.
individuals that might be able to beat that, but go ahead.
She almost killed me at the pool. Like, legitimately almost killed me. But
Christ.
that's for another time.
Yeah.
My friend Drew, well, not a friend anymore because he's a fucking prickhead that I'm surprised I was friends with at the time. He dated her, let's see, 8th grade? 8th grade. Started going out with her in 8th grade. And it seemed like everything was going good. And then they broke up. He starts talking to me. He's like, I'm so broken. She broke me. 2 days later, they're back together. And like, I thought you two were broke up. Yeah, but we got our stuff figured out. A week later, we're talking at lunch, and I asked how are you and Desi doing? And he's like, we broke up yesterday, and I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling really depressed. Fucking 2 days later.
They're back together.
Yeah, back together.
Yeah, that sounds like Lance and my ex.
Okay, but not only that. Alright, so this is the 3rd time that they've been together. Month goes on, it's close to the end of the school year. And we're at the pool because the pool just opened. Swimming around. It was Drew's birthday. And apparently they had broken up for the 6th time.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, 6th time. And at that party, I don't know what happened, but apparently they got into it, and they were back together again for the 7th time.
Wait, so they got into it at the pool, but got back together at the pool?
No, we got back from the pool, back to his house, and then they were all fine and fucking dandy back together again for the 7th
The
time.
actual fuck?
What?
Yeah, I'm literally not joking here. I'm serious.
Jack, I thought you were bad with relationships. This is sad. This is just...
And after the 7th time, he comes to me and he's like, I don't know what I did wrong.
You got back
What the
together
fuck?
with her. That's what you did wrong.
And he's like so torn. And this is the bitchiest bitch of all fucking bitches.
What?
And she comes to me and she's like, keep that prickhead away from me. Alright, so a while goes by, she moves away, and they're still talking, whatever. The girl I used to like was cousins with her, whatever. And I'm talking to him, and he's like, So you remember Desi, obviously. You know, I mean, we kind of had our ups and downs, and well, we kind of started dating in secret again. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Son of a bitch!
What did you do,
I
Dakota?
just broke the pen. I got mad. I
Ah.
threw the pen and I broke the pen.
I genuinely thought that was your reaction to what you just said, but it was
Oh,
actually
it
you that
is.
broke your pen.
Yeah, that's
It was like
It is. That's my legitimate reaction, and I broke the
Mixture.
pen, so that's a twofer.
yeah. He's
Oh.
that's not even the worst. And then fucking a month later, I go out with my girlfriend of the time, and we're dating for about 2.5 months or so, and we break up. Just like weren't doing so well at the time. Just gonna get a little bit separated for a bit, and he's like, I'm depressed. I told him, no, this is before he said he was depressed. Like an hour or so, we were talking for a bit, and I told him that I broke up with my girlfriend, and he's like, oh well, that sucks. I feel sorry for you. About 20 minutes later, I get a text from him saying that he got in a fight with his stepdad, who's also a big prick. Wouldn't be surprised. And then he says that he's depressed, and I tell him that don't be depressed. I mean, you always get in fights with him. Just sit down, have a talk with someone. And 10 minutes later, I get a text from my ex saying that she's gonna fucking kill Drew. Or the guy that said he had a fight with his stepdad. And I ask her why. And she sends me a text that he sent her saying that, I know you just broke up and you're right out of a relationship, but can we start dating? Or says, I love you. Can we start dating?
Ow! Fuck.
Oh.
So, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill this kid. Not 10 fucking years. Like 6 years I've known him, and I've been best friends with him. But this shit put me over the fucking edge. I almost went to his fucking house and killed him.
Ooh.
The shit I've done for
Hey,
him.
first off, calm down with what you say on this. This is
I'm
public.
sorry.
This is
I'm
public, but I don't think the
I'm-
cops are gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
They're not gonna care.
Also,
They're not gonna
it's a
care
small
because he
town.
never
We literally,
executed on it.
yeah, we literally only have one cop in our town anyway. That's fat and can't run very fast.
Wow.
But he, like, that. I felt so fucking torn from that. And the next day that I saw him, I almost broke his fucking jaw. Legitimately, I punched him in the face and almost broke his jaw. And I'm surprised. I almost fucking went on him.
Ooh.
He tried starting fights with me later, and it's like he's the weakest person of all time. So he's punching at the back of my head, and I'm not even feeling it. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3" and
Fuck.
kind of chubby, but yeah, that pissed me off. And he still tried to he also tried to go with his ex-girlfriend of 3 times that he dated. Again, that's also dating a friend of mine. But yeah, that was ridiculous. That is probably my worst experience with any relationship, friend or foe.
So,
Well, friend now foe.
that only leaves Jack. So, Jack,
Yeah,
which 20 relationships you want to pick from this?
Yeah, which one? Vegan? You know,
Mm,
you could probably do
in
vegan
all
to
honesty,
start
the
off.
vegan girl wasn't as bad as it could have been. I mean, she was pretty fun when we weren't arguing about that shit, so I wouldn't say that was bad. What
Yeah, I was saying that
prob-
as like an appetizer.
appetizer.
before you
Whoa,
get
whoa!
into the big
It's
shit.
one story. I'm not giving
Hey,
you all.
Roman told 2!
Yeah,
All right, but she wasn't that bad. In all honesty, she was one of the better girlfriends I had dated. So it's not that bad of a
Was this
story.
vegan girl before or after you met me?
I'm just gonna use it. It was the girl whose name began with the V.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't that bad. It was just
No,
more
she
like-
wasn't. I just couldn't remember. I forgot she was vegan.
Were you supposed to remember?
Vegan.
I've been
Say
through
that
Jack with a
air
lot of
quotes.
girlfriends.
Oh.
Fucking love Adzon's profile picture.
Do you like it?
Yeah, that's funny.
Let's go with. Ooh. Do you remember the one time I dated somebody who was older than me?
Yes, I do.
How about I let
Oh, this
you
will be
start it off a little bit? Just
No, you're
since-
gonna tell this story.
No,
Yeah, this
you,
is
I'll
your
let
story.
you
Mostly
start.
because I'm out of water.
I was.
Speaking of water, I should
Okay,
probably go
so
get some.
there was this girl and she was 19, right?
Alright.
I don't even remember her name.
I do. She's
Wow.
still in my contacts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why would you keep someone like that?
That suddenly got really awkward.
Anyway, here, let me just give you
It's
a
only
little.
awkward when you say the name. Don't worry.
Let me just give you a brief rundown of the relationship, and then
Okay.
I'll get into the story. She cheated on me 4 times,
Fuck.
and I knew about all 4 times.
Yeah, she wasn't very good with it.
Oh dear.
Okay, but my issue is I felt like I had to keep going back to her, and I have no idea why.
Oh yeah, I know. Her name starts with a B, if that helps you. remember.
Oh, yeah. Bethesda.
Yes, it was Bethesda. You dated Bethesda.
Oh shit. Oh, Dakota.
Anyway, jokes aside, she cheated on me 4
That
times.
fucking time you added me. Jesus Christ.
And what's funny is it was with one guy.
Yeah, it was with one guy.
And
Sounds like a Lance problem to
now
me.
listen, personally, I kept going back out with her. I don't know why she kept
Because he was
being
stupid.
Yeah, I was stupid back
You
then.
don't think when
let's-
you're
let's-
in those situations.
I was
Yeah,
stupid
think of
back-
Drew. 8 times. Almost 9.
Yeah, but the thing is Drew's girlfriend didn't cheat on him. She cheated
Yeah,
on
she
me.
did actually.
Okay,
Couple
but
times.
in the sense of actual like sexual contact cheating, or just like I'm gonna
Yeah.
kiss and flirt with
She's
him.
a slut.
What are you laughing about, Jack?
Because mine doesn't sound so bad anymore.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you have more stories than.
Well, that was my worst one. I'm not gonna go into detail because honestly, I don't like remembering it.
This is what happens when you live in a small town. You get shit like this happening all
I
the
live in
goddamn
Memphis.
time. Yeah, but
So-
Memphis is a bigger city. Don't you live in the suburbs though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in like northwest Iowa.
In all
one of the
honesty,
smallest towns in the area.
I don't know if I can say one of my bad relationships. Like in all honesty, most of them, yeah, they sucked, but they all kind of had their like perks. Like I don't regret them.
Oh, that's good. That's a
Yeah,
good thing.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Besides that one, that one I really regret. There was nothing good about that one.
What about the one that started with an H?
Oh God.
I can already
She
tell
wasn't
this is
that
gonna
bad though. She was
Hold on, hold
bad,
on,
but
hold
not
on, hold
bad.
No, it was the fallout from it.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to message you real quick because I've actually dated many people named.
The most recent one.
H.
Oh. I mean,
I love how Roman instantly knows who I'm talking about, and you're like, which
No,
one?
I knew who you were talking about.
I know who you're talking about. The only thing is
That wasn't entirely.
that wasn't bad. It was super duper like fun. Like I enjoyed spending time with her. We fell out because of a stupid thing. And
Which I
parents.
tried to help you with, and then.
Oh no. I got the flat out answer. It was mainly parents. Don't worry.
Oh no, I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
I have Slinky in my hands and I have no clue why.
Let's talk about the relationship that I had. God
Which
damn,
relationship?
there's so many.
That's the.
In
yeah,
all
that's
honesty,
the-
alright, I have to say this was probably my worst, yet my best. Was the girl that my first real girlfriend. Like, I had this
Aw.
girl who I had known throughout kindergarten. She was my first kiss and stuff.
Aw.
First experiments and stuff like that.
Experiment. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Now,
That sounds
but,
promiscuous.
but the
This is
thing
staring
is,
off.
the thing is that wasn't really a relationship. It was more like we kind of just like didn't date anyone. We didn't do anything, and we kind of only like did that and saw each other very rarely. And that's kind of how it was. I don't consider that my first relationship. I'm just saying that was the girl before it. And honestly, she wasn't that bad. Um, but when I lived in Collierville, I had my first girlfriend, who uh, was probably one of the better girls I could have ever asked for. She was smart, intelligent, funny, the basic run of the mill, like what you want. And she was very.
Yeah, a couple of the girls you've dated have fallen into that category.
This is way before I even knew you though. And what the issue was is what made it suck is there was nothing wrong with us. Here's what made it probably one of my like saddest and most upsetting relationships. Is there was nothing wrong with us. We fought once out of our 7 months of dating. And the one time we fought, it's because her sister got drunk and hit on me. And then her sister immediately apologized and everything was fine. Now, what sucks about this is that we broke up because I had to move literally 15 minutes away. I could walk to her house from where I lived.
It's not just
She
an
then-
awkward excuse.
She then goes out with a 16-year-old who has a car who lives 2 hours away.
Hey, the car. That's
Oh, but here's
that's
what
a
makes
selling
Car
it
makes all the
worse.
difference.
Here's what makes it worse. From what I heard after I left, she turned into a complete slut. Like, she would let him finger her every single day. Things like that. Like, just
Every
complete
freaking day.
just turning into a slut. And they broke up a month. They literally were together for a month.
Brilliant.
And I'm not talking about like a week after or anything. I'm talking about literally 2 days after I
Oh
moved.
shit! Who's texting me?
Yeah, I had an experience with that.
But
Oh,
what makes it
God.
even worse is one of my best friends before, literally the day he went out with her. Like, motherfucker. Like, hold up one sec. You're gonna go out with it? And I was bawling at my mother. Like, I was younger. This was, first relationship kind of stuff.
Right.
Okay,
I
I,
was-
think it's time to move on to another subject. This is getting dark.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
this is way
No,
too
if you
dark.
want to get dark, I have stories about what I was doing before I managed to cut.
Well,
Slash
please don't.
Lance's tires.
we have 10 minutes.
Oh, we have 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Is that
Wow.
it? Wow.
That went.
Yeah, that went fast.
See all this talk about random
We
stuff.
can't make a 2-hour podcast.
No,
We haven't even discussed about games. What's going on?
Yeah.
not yet. Well, this was an introductory get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Anyway, Adzone, just tell us
That
a little
was
bit about
ridiculous.
yourself, and then Snapple, you tell us a little about. And I mean, like, full on just talk, favorite game types, just give us your general
okay.
rundown in the middle of what you guys are about, and then we'll end it there.
Tell us
this
about
could
your
be
fetishes,
interesting.
Hadzone.
Tell us about your fetishes. What
Well,
gets
Ah,
you horny?
Doc-
We know all three of Jack's.
Oh my god, they aren't. Anyway, let's continue. I don't want my true one set over the internet. And I
What,
don't want
docking?
no. I'm not gay.
Hey, you don't have to be gay to dock.
I have no intention of sticking my penis in a penis.
And now everyone knows what docking is. Adzone,
Yes.
tell us a bit about yourself.
It depends. Do you want to know what games I like?
Just
Sure.
game styles, yes. Music genre you like, just give us the run of the mill.
Games wise, it'd have to be FPS and kind of skill, even though I'm not very good
Horrible
at it.
games.
He's
Yeah.
he's a scrub. That's all we need to know. He's a scrub.
He is Master Scrubblord.
Okay.
Excellent.
Alright.
Excellent.
Music type?
like
Adzone
any-
XXX Pussy Killer X.
Yeah, that's like my name
My
on
gamer
everything.
tag is XXX420 swag bro, no scope XXX, and I will wreck you in a 1v1 with deagles only.
I would actually like to hear what Adzone's favorite music type is.
I like everything, to be fair. When it comes to that.
Everything.
Oh, well,
So
Yes.
rock polska ska and
Okay,
masochistic
I guess we could narrow it
yodeling.
down.
Masochist yodeling. Oh, sweet Jesus, no.
All right, let's move on from that. Snapple.
Snapple,
Well,
crackle, popple.
Uh,
I am triggered by no scope, and
Stop.
I-
seriously, that is my fucking trigger word. If
Hey.
anyone says no scope, I'm gonna call them a fucking faggot.
You want to no scope
matter what.
1v1?
No, shut the fuck up, you little shit.
Actually, I have a question.
What?
Since he's not being serious.
No, I am.
Oh.
That's legit.
that is legit.
If you,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, legitimately, okay. So I play FPSs and skilled games like Portal 2 and more. I like puzzle games and shit that like to challenge you. Also like killing zombies mindlessly on Killing Floor, even though people are gonna tell me that they're not really zombies.
They're not
Um,
zombies.
Shut up.
Shut up, Jack. No one asked you.
Why did you bring it up? For God's sake.
I'm fucking metal as shit. I listen to a lot of rock and roll and metal, Slipknot and shit because Iowa represent, even though it's a horrible fucking state.
And you like cars.
Yeah, I
Vroom,
fucking
vroom.
love cars. Oh yeah,
Broom broom.
forgot about that.
I like slashing the tires of cars,
Me mum's
but I
car.
can't prove that.
I bet your mom drives an Opel Corsa. Or a Vauxhall Corsa. Sorry. I was
Oh
thinking German.
god, here we go. Bloody
Are we really
Car
gonna go
banter.
MLG car? Is
No,
this
sorry.
what we're going to
don't you
do?
dare say quick scope. You know what happens.
No, no scope. Fuck, god damn it.
Anyway,
Ah.
I have one question. Have you all seen One Piece?
One
For the
Piece.
most part, a little bit of it. I don't watch it that often.
We need
I've
some
never seen
anime in
that.
here. I need to know
Fooly Cooly.
no. I need to
Yes.
know
Fuck
what
off!
no.
No. Fooly Cooly is the best.
No, not you, Roman.
Oh.
This
Me?
could go on for a while.
Yeah, you.
For what?
Just fuck off.
I want to know which ships you think are true.
Okay.
Ships?
Yeah.
Are we gonna get into a shipping war?
We are, just for a little bit. This may be a little bit longer, but that's okay.
I can't do this.
We can't break these podcast god
I-
rules.
I'll end up yelling at Jack. I can't do this.
I just
For
want
God's
to
sake,
know.
here we go.
I'll be
No.
back.
No, Dakota. He's the
Okay,
only,
bye.
He's out. He's gone.
It's necessary.
he's the only
Fucking drop the
knowledgeable
mic.
one.
Okay, what's your question?
I want to know what ships you guys think is gonna happen in One Piece. I've been on an
The
anime
USS
spree.
Blackbird.
I haven't got a bloody clue what you're on about.
He
One
used the
Piece
word
and-
What are
bloody.
you on about?
Guys, he used the word bloody because he's British.
Oh, it's not funny. Alright.
I have the helmet. I am ready.
You missed it. I don't use bloody because he's British.
And he's like, that's not funny. It's not though.
God's
That's it's like saying cunt. It's not
Oh, I
like,
don't think so. I don't think so.
well, it's like it's not
go
rare
around
and it's
saying
not
that.
funny.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I
It just the way he
Fucking
said
can't be,
it.
though.
It's just
It's
because I've
bloody-
got a British accent, isn't it?
I have no
That sounds
bloody
so different.
clue.
It's because you're British.
Wait, that was like Irish. Sorry.
Anyway, guys, since they won't answer my question, I'm gonna have to say we're gonna end it here.
Oh.
Thank Christ.
Jack, cunt.
If you guys are available, as long as we have 4, it could be once a week. Leave your comments below if you want to see once a week.
Once
No
a week
comments.
I will
I
die.
cry.
There are 6 members. You don't have to be in it every single time. But me and Dakota are pretty much mandatory every single time.
I mean,
What's this?
what if
my
Dakota's
first
on a sick
experience,
day?
this
What if
was
he's
quite
like,
strange.
I can't talk today, guys.
I don't give
I'm
a fuck. He's gonna be doing it. He's gonna be like, I'm a fucking man and I'm gonna buy him ice cream.
Don't start talking about the fucking Mr.
Wait,
Whippie.
What?
Dakota, do you get discounts for being an employee at Brahms?
Yes.
Can you like?
No.
No, I was gonna say, come to me with a Brahms that's around here, but we don't have them. Not even in Omaha. There's not one. Stupid.
Yeah, I don't think there's a Brahms in Iowa.
I think there is actually on the southernmost tip of it, towards
Anyway,
where I am. Because I saw one on my way through from Missouri.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna have to end it there. Thank you for watching.
No.
This has been Blood Rose,
Uh.
Like how ad sounds like.
Dakota.
Oh, what? Yeah. This is Code of the Orange.
We all gotta say our names awkwardly.
Roman,
Hi. Wait, no. Goodbye.
Bye.
and
Can't even get that right.
Shut up.
It's fucking ads on. Say bye, Ed.
Ads on. Ads on.
Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.